Hello and welcome to Feed the Beast Creations, where I show you all the wonderful things that I've made in Feed the Beast. Today we're going to be having a look at this XP farm, which can take you to level 30 in under 3 minutes. So why don't we have a look at how it works. Originally I was going to use this to show a way to get loads of wither skulls, but unfortunately an update stopped you using skeleton spawners to make wither skeletons in the nether, so that kind of killed the plan, but it can still be used as a great way to get XP. This design works off a skeleton spawner created from a soul shard. 1024 mobs are needed to create this spawner, which will take around 3 hours to collect if you set up a basic farm around a default spawner. You can also absorb the spawner for 200 souls. This design will just as easily work for any mob which takes up a 1x1 area on the ground, so creepers, zombies and even endermen can be used. The idea behind this farm is to get all the mobs into the same central point and drop them, so leaving them on half a heart. This will then allow you to use a splash potion to kill them all at once. The drop height will have to be determined by taking the mob's health, adding 3 and then taking 1 away. This will give you the amount of blocks they need to fall from to leave them on half a heart. You won't be able to use splash potions on endermen because when they're hit by any projectile they'll just teleport. To get the mobs into a central point, what I've done is put pistons in the wall which activate every 2 seconds and then push the mob down into the drop zone. To stop them taking fall damage on their way down, what I've done is add arcane levitators in the roof. These are from Thaumcraft and are pretty difficult to get a hold of, but once you've unlocked them and know how to get them, they're fairly easy to get a hold of. It's just the first one that's a pain. You'll need a total of 25 of them for this trap. As you can see, the wiring around the spawner is pretty simple. It's just a timer with an interval of 2 seconds and a 2-tick delayed repeater to stop the pistons extending too quickly and leaving the blocks behind. The signal is then just sent around on a wire to every single piston, which pretty much couldn't be simpler. Even I can understand it, and I'm useless at redstone stuff and red power things, but yeah. I've added a wire which will turn off all the arcane levitators and also disable the spawner. You don't need to go to all of the arcane levitators because you won't even be up here really. The only reason I had it was because it was getting irritating when I was building it, so I put an override in to stop me flying into the air. You can also add an override with simply disabling the timer, which will stop the pistons, and as you can see they now begin to work. So why don't we start up the spawner now and see how quickly we can get XP from it. Okay then, let's throw a potion. There we go, and I'm lagging absolutely loads. But yep, as you can see, loads of drops up here which I can now collect. That is from 2 minutes worth of waiting for them to spawn. So let's see how much XP we can get from this brain in a jar. As you can see, that's level 30 already, and that took about 2 minutes. So yep, let's see how much extra XP is in there now. Yep, so there wasn't very much, there was only enough for level 32, but after only a couple of minutes of waiting, that's extremely quick, I think. In case you were wondering, this brain in a jar is from Thaumcraft as well, just like the arcane levitators. This isn't required, but it's very nice, so you don't end up wasting XP. You get specifically the amount that you want out of it. By the time you've got arcane levitators, you will probably also have gotten brain in a jar. So what the hell is that thing doing? Okay, but yeah, so it's a fairly useful item, and you could even automate this completely by adding turtles in which kill the skeletons for you. Okay then, that wraps up the episode. I'm going to give you a little bit more information then. See you there. As always, the world download with all my creations on is in the description. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them in the comments. I will definitely answer it. Just so you know, I read all the comments, but I only reply when I need to answer a question. I do appreciate all the comments I get and the support you guys give me. But I have a problem. I'm not playing Feed the Beast anymore except for these videos, so I'm running out of ideas fairly quickly. If anybody has a concept they would like me to try and make, please suggest it, because I really enjoy making these videos, but I only have enough ideas to keep me going for another 2 weeks or so on my own. Anyway, that wraps up the episode, guys, completely and utterly, so see you next time. Oh, and enjoy the outro that I've just made.